This is why you never judge a book by its cover. In the late 1960s, people in the small town of Skellefteå, Sweden began to always see this one man outside roaming the streets. Although he was maybe in his early 20s, he was clearly homeless. He always wore the same old dirty blue jacket, and people would constantly see him scavenging for food in the trash bins behind restaurants and looking for tin cans to turn in for a few bucks. Everyone figured he was just another hobo. I mean, even his relatives thought so. But after 40 years of collecting cans and eating leftover scraps of food, the man, whose name was Kurt Degerman, suddenly passed away from a heart attack in 2008. At first, no one seemed to think much of his death. That is until it was discovered that Kurt was worth more than $1.4 million. Turns out, over those 40 years, whenever he wasn't out scavenging, Kurt was at the public library studying financial papers and the stock market. That entire time, he had been investing the little bits of money he was making. And by the time of his death, he had a portfolio worth over $1.1 million, as well as 124 gold bars worth $379,000. All of this was actually left by Kurt to a cousin of his, the only relative who actually bothered to visit him regularly. Kurt's uncle would later contest this will and ended up also getting a share of the fortune.